The Dodgers have stumbled onto something unexpected this season, something that has quietly transformed the dynamic of their lineup. And surprisingly, it isn't coming from one of their current players. In fact, the man at the center of this turnaround isn't officially a Dodger at all. He once wore the blue and white, yes, but these days he's technically a free agent, yet his influence on the team has been undeniable. We're talking about J.D. Martinez, and the way he has managed to help Mookie Betts find his rhythm again is nothing short of remarkable. It's one of those stories in baseball that reminds you just how much of the game is mental, how much it depends on relationships, and how much impact one player can have on another without even stepping onto the field during a regular season game. Mookie and J.D. share a friendship that dates back to their time together in Boston, and that bond has proven crucial this year. When Mookie found himself in perhaps the toughest stretch of his career, hitting struggles that left everyone wondering if he could ever shake them off, it was J.D. who flew across the country to provide support, guidance, and a boost in confidence. That first trip to Florida, when Martinez met with Betts in Tampa, was a turning point. Betts had been in a slump that seemed insurmountable, 22 at-bats without a hit, a career-worst 5-game hitless streak, and batting averages that had never been so low. It was brutal to watch. Fans and analysts alike were asking themselves if Mookie could even recover from such a challenging stretch. But then, J.D. stepped in, not as a coach, not as a teammate, but as a trusted friend and a seasoned hitter who knew exactly what to say and what drills to run. The results were immediate and dramatic. After working with Martinez in Tampa, Mookie's swing began to regain its form. By August, he was hitting .288, and his resurgence didn't stop there. His bat has stayed hot, and this month he is hitting .312. Watching the transformation is almost like witnessing a magician at work. It's not just the numbers. It's the renewed confidence, the timing, the way he reads pitches now. This is the kind of turnaround that could define a season, especially for a team like the Dodgers, who are chasing another deep postseason run. What's fascinating is that J.D. isn't officially on the team roster, yet his contributions feel tangible. He hasn't even retired. He wants to play next year, and he's still eager to hit as a designated hitter. But for now, his presence with the Dodgers has taken on a new role, part consultant, part motivator, part secret weapon. There's even talk about whether someone like him could be brought in as a postseason hitting consultant. It sounds unconventional, but the results speak for themselves. Baseball is a game of streaks and momentum, and having someone who can help a player recalibrate at the right moment can be priceless. This season, Mookie had struggled in ways that were unprecedented for him. As an 8-time All-Star and a former American League Most Valuable Player, he had never recorded a batting average this low, yet he didn't crumble. He sought out Martinez, and together they turned things around. Since then, Mookie has hit 6 home runs and driven in 20 runs in a single month. Those numbers are remarkable on their own, but in context, after such a deep slump, they are extraordinary. It's not just statistics. It's proof that the right guidance and the right mindset can elevate a player when the stakes are highest. As the Dodgers prepare for the playoffs, having Mookie locked in is essential, and it's clear that J.D.'s influence has been a crucial factor in that. The Dodgers themselves are in a tight race for the division, and every game carries weight. Their magic number has dropped to 3, meaning just 3 more wins, or a combination of Dodgers wins and rival losses, can clinch the division. This isn't just about numbers on a board. It's about timing, strategy, and ensuring players are performing at their peak when it matters most. The Dodgers have been careful about every detail. Everything from lineups to pitching rotations to matchups against rival teams. But the human element, the personal coaching and mentorship, has been just as critical. In terms of matchups, there's plenty of strategy at play. Shohei Ohtani, one of the most formidable pitchers in the league, has a plan that doesn't rely on going deep into games no matter how efficient he is early on. The Dodgers know this, and it underscores the urgency to score runs early to gain a lead before the bullpen comes into play. On the other side, pitching performances like Brandon Pfaadt's offer opportunities if the Dodgers can capitalize, but it requires focus, precision, and seizing the moment. Baseball isn't just about talent. It's about execution, about reading the situation, and about maintaining composure under pressure. What makes this story about Martinez and Betts particularly compelling is how it highlights the interpersonal side of sports. Often, discussions around baseball focus on stats, trades, and contracts. But here is a reminder that relationships, mentorship, and mutual trust can have a profound effect on outcomes. Mookie's resurgence isn't just a personal victory. It's a testament to the subtle, often invisible factors that shape a team's success. JD Martinez, though not on the roster, has become an extension of the Dodgers' coaching staff in all but name, demonstrating that sometimes influence comes from unexpected places. The Dodgers are aiming for another World Series, and every detail matters. Hitting streaks, batting averages, clutch performances, they all combine into the larger story of a season defined by pressure, resilience, and timing. When a player like Mookie Betts can overcome one of the worst slumps of his career with the help of a friend, it serves as both inspiration and a tactical advantage. Teams can prepare and strategize all they want, but the human element, the ability to adjust, adapt, and find confidence, can tip the balance in crucial moments. This is why the Dodgers have looked beyond the conventional, incorporating the wisdom and experience of someone not officially on the roster, but whose impact is felt deeply across the lineup. With the postseason approaching, the stakes have never been higher. Every at-bat counts, every decision in the dugout matters, and momentum is as fragile as it is vital. Martinez's presence may be unofficial, but it is no less real. The Dodgers have found a way to leverage experience, friendship, and mental preparation into tangible results. In a sport where streaks and slumps can define careers, having someone who knows how to navigate those challenges becomes invaluable. Betts' revival is proof that even in a game dominated by statistics, the personal touch, the guidance of a trusted peer, can rewrite the narrative. As the Dodgers march toward the playoffs, the story of JD Martinez and Mookie Betts will be remembered not just for numbers, not just for home runs or runs batted in, but for the subtle artistry of mentorship and the unseen ways a season can be shaped by those willing to step in and help. In baseball, the mental game is as important as the physical, and this partnership exemplifies that principle. It's about timing, trust, and knowing that sometimes the right word, the right drill, or the right swing adjustment can change everything. And as the Dodgers continue their push, one thing is certain. The lessons learned from this season and the influence of a former teammate who refuses to retire quietly may prove to be one of the most decisive advantages in their pursuit of another championship. Looking ahead, the Dodgers are not just relying on one player or one streak. They're building a rhythm, a combination of timing, strategy, and preparation that has defined some of the greatest teams in baseball history. The magic number being down to 3 is both a blessing and a challenge. It's a number that tells you the finish line is close, but also reminds you that there's no room for error. Every pitch, every swing, every defensive play counts. The Dodgers have 6 games remaining, all on the road, and that adds a layer of complexity. Playing away from home means facing hostile crowds, unfamiliar conditions, and pitchers who are equally hungry for wins. Arizona and Seattle are the last hurdles, and neither team can be underestimated. Arizona is still hanging in there, fighting for relevance in the division race, while Seattle has been on an unexpected tear, climbing to the top of the American League in a way few could have predicted. 2.5 games separate them from leading, and it's a position they have fought hard to secure. For the Dodgers, securing 3 wins in this context is not just about clinching the division. It's about momentum and confidence heading into the playoffs. The postseason is looming, and the Dodgers' strategy has to balance short-term execution with long-term stamina. One of the most interesting aspects is the potential opponents and the matchups that could define the early rounds. With the Mets and Cincinnati battling for the final playoff spot, the outcome will determine who the Dodgers face. Cincinnati holds the tiebreaker, meaning the Mets must outperform them directly to claim the 6th seed. The Dodgers have the luxury of watching these matchups unfold while focusing on preparing their own roster. In baseball, anticipation and planning are critical, and understanding who you might face allows a team to set lineups, rotations, and pitching strategies that maximize advantage. Yet, The unpredictability of the game means that even with careful planning, adjustments are inevitable. Every pitch and every at-bat can rewrite the narrative, and the Dodgers know they need to be ready for any scenario. Pitching matchups are particularly critical. Shohei Ohtani on the mound is always a challenge. The Dodgers understand that even if his pitch count remains low early, he will likely be pulled by the sixth inning, part of a plan designed to preserve his effectiveness. That means the Dodgers have to strike early, build a lead, and be ready for the uncertainty that comes with a mid-game pitching change. On the other side, Brandon Pfaadt has shown mixed results, with his ERA reflecting both struggles and moments of brilliance. The Dodgers need to tee off on opportunities like this, but they also need patience. It's about understanding timing, recognizing patterns, and seizing the moment when it comes. Baseball isn't just raw talent. It's chess on a diamond, where every decision matters and preparation meets execution. What the Dodgers are doing with Mookie Betts and J.D. Martinez exemplifies this balance. It's not just about who is hitting the ball. It's about understanding psychology, rhythm, and confidence. Bringing in Martinez, even unofficially, demonstrates that winning isn't solely about statistics. It's about trust, guidance, and mental recalibration. Mookie's resurgence is a direct reflection of that approach. He faced the lowest point in his career batting average. Yet through careful coaching, mentorship, and practice, he has regained form. His ability to produce home runs and runs batted in at critical moments has transformed not only his confidence, but the team's overall morale. The Dodgers are witnessing firsthand how interpersonal dynamics can be as important as technical skill. As the postseason approaches, every game becomes a rehearsal for the pressure and intensity to come. The Dodgers lineup must deliver early, particularly against elite pitchers, to ensure they are not playing catch-up. Even a 3-run lead can be decisive when managed correctly, giving the team flexibility with pitching changes and defensive positioning. Each inning is a chance to apply the lessons learned throughout the season. The adjustments, the communication, and the mental fortitude that have carried them through tough stretches. The final 6 games are not just about winning. They're about building confidence, testing strategies, and ensuring the roster is functioning at its peak when the playoffs arrive. What makes this season so fascinating is how elements that seem small can have outsized impacts. Mookie's batting glasses, adjustments to swings, brief sessions with Martinez, and attention to small details like timing and pitch recognition all compound into major shifts on the field. Baseball is a sport of inches, and the Dodgers are acutely aware that preparation and minor adjustments can create major outcomes. The team's coaching staff, front office, and players are constantly analyzing, recalibrating, and optimizing every aspect of performance. The Dodgers' ability to integrate mentorship and support into this structure is part of what makes them a championship-caliber team. The mental game is another layer entirely. Pressure builds as the postseason approaches, and players have to navigate not only physical fatigue, but also the stress of expectation. Mookie's slump earlier this season serves as a reminder that even elite athletes face hurdles. The difference lies in response. With Martinez's guidance, he turned one of the worst stretches of his career into a launch pad for resurgence. That kind of recovery isn't just about technique. It's about mindset, about belief, about understanding that the game is as much mental as it is physical. For the Dodgers, having a player like Mookie at his peak confidence and an advisor like Martinez who can provide insight and reassurance creates a psychological advantage over any opponent. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. The baseball world is shaking, and fans across the nation are buzzing with a rumor that could reshape the landscape of Major League Baseball. Sources whisper that JOSÉ RAMÍREZ, one of the most electrifying infielders in the game today, might be heading to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Imagine it, Ramírez, a powerhouse at the plate and a defensive marvel donning the iconic Dodger blue. The mere thought has fans on social media exploding with speculation, memes, and feverish countdowns. While nothing has been officially announced by the Dodgers, insiders suggest the deal is all but done, and some are calling it a historic signing that could redefine the Dodgers lineup for years. Ramírez's combination of power, speed, and clutch hitting makes him one of the most coveted players in the league, and his addition would send a clear signal that the Dodgers are aiming for nothing less than a championship run. Rumors indicate that negotiations have been intense, with multiple teams reportedly vying for Ramírez's signature. Yet, the Dodgers, with their deep pockets and championship pedigree, appear to have pulled ahead in the final stretch. Fans are imagining the possibilities. A lineup bolstered by Ramírez's bat, incredible double-play combinations in the infield, and the kind of highlight reel moments that MLB announcers dream about. Every at-bat could become must-watch television, every steal and diving stop a potential viral sensation. Even skeptics are finding it hard to dismiss the chatter. Social media accounts that track insider movements have lit up with speculation, cryptic posts, and hints that Ramírez could indeed be on his way to Los Angeles. If true, this signing would not just be a win for the Dodgers. It could send shockwaves through the league, forcing rivals to rethink their strategies and lineups in real time. Whether it's confirmed or still hovering in the realm of rumor, the excitement is undeniable. José Ramírez to the Dodgers might be the headline that defines this offseason. A story of ambition, talent, and the kind of high-stakes drama that keeps baseball fans glued to their screens. One thing is for sure. If this deal goes through, Dodger Stadium will never be the same. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.